We're going to cook a pork butt today, and what I'm going to be using is charcoal. It's homemade charcoal. I made it myself. I got it in the chimney, and I'm going to start a fire right here in the little can. See if it's getting hot. And it is. And this is just lighter fluid in the little can. We're going to put the chimney on top of it, and in a few minutes it will light this charcoal and just be ready to put into the Komodo cooker. This is one of the ceramic cookers. They're really good. I cooked a lot of food in it, and we're going to put the charcoal right in here and set the dampers, and we're going to run it up to about 300 degrees. While we're getting ready for the charcoal to get hot, we're going to go inside and prepare our pork butt and season it up, and I'll show you the seasons that we'll be using and how to clean it up and get it ready to go in to the Komodo cooker. Okay, look at the smoke we got going. See, this thing is already starting to get hot, and in about 10 or 15 minutes this charcoal will be ready to go in the cooker. Alright, let's go inside and work on this pork butt. Alright, here we go. Here's about a 9-pound pork butt. The pork butt is the top of the pork shoulder. Why they call it a butt, I don't know. But we're going to trim the excess fat off of it. Some people do this and some people don't. I like to trim the fat off because after you cook it, you're going to have to trim it up anyway. So I'll take the excess off of it. Only takes a few minutes. Need a sharp knife, and being careful not to cut yourself. Alright, let's turn it over and get some off the other side. As soon as I get it trimmed up, we're going to go into seasoning, and I'll show you the seasons that I like to use. Probably everybody does it a little bit different, but this is my way. And when I get finished with this thing, we'll get it cooked. I'll show you how to pull it apart. Alright, that's pretty much it. There's a little bit of fat left on it. That's a good thing. Sometimes it makes it cook a little bit better if there's some fat on it. We're not going to take it all off, but the excess fat. Okay, we got her all trimmed up here. Now the next thing we're going to do is season it. I use 4 seasonings. Sometimes I use different stuff. This is Bayou Dust. It's just a mixture of barbecue seasonings, peppers, paprika, and I love Head Country seasoning. This is good. I mix these together, the dry stuff together, and then I'm going to put this on the pork butt, rub it on, and then I'm going to put it in a pan, and I'm going to use, this is my favorite, liquid amino. This has great flavor. It makes all this stuff kind of dissolve and soak into the meat. It's just good. So I've mixed the dry seasonings up. Now then we're just going to be real generous with it and just put it on there, because you're only seasoning the outside of it. So you can put more on it than you think you need, because the inside won't be touching this stuff. We'll rub both sides of it. This is going to be good. It's going to be just the way I like it. Okay, that's got the dry seasoning on it. I'm going to pat it down just a little bit. Then I'm going to put it in a pan and put the liquid amino on it. This liquid amino is really the good stuff. Okay, see if I can open this buddy up. Uh-oh. got a deal on it. I don't think that's the correct way to open one of these, but it'll work. Okay, you just sprinkle it on here. I kind of rub it in and get it all mixed with this dry seasoning. While our fire is getting ready, this will be marinating. It don't take it long to get seasoned up. And then we're going to put it on the cooker. Look at that. Ooh, it even smells good. It looks good, smells good, cooks good. It's going to be good. Okay. Let me wash up and we're going to check it out now. We've got our fire going, and you can probably see everything all red down in there. This is hot, and I've got some charcoal, not lit, it's in the cooker, and being real careful here, I'm going to dump this fire right in here to start the rest of it. Woo, hot, hot. Come up here and get a picture of that. I'm going to stir this around. Alright, kind of even it up. I'm going to put the grate on it. Alright, here's my grate. And notice underneath my grate, I have a plate. That's to keep it from being radiating heat up so bad and burning it. The heat will go around and around in the cooker. Alright, set this in here. Now then, look at this bad boy right here. This is the pork butt right here. I'm going to see if I can, sometimes these are hard to pick up. Weighs about 9 pounds. Oh yeah. And right there. Now, I'm going to take the extra juice that we had in there. See that goodness right there? That is pure goodness. We'll pour it right on top of that butt there. Let it soak in and cook in. Now then, I'm going to shut the lid. Open the damper. I'm going to go to about a third of the way on the damper. That lets air come in and up through it. Open the top damper. About a third. And the temperature gauge, I'm going to get this thing up to about 300 degrees. And I'm going to hold it at that 300 degrees. It'll take about 2 hours for that pork butt to get to a temperature of 160 degrees internal temperature. I'll use the thermometer to check that. And when I get it there, then I'll take the pork butt out and wrap it in a heavy aluminum foil. And then I'll put it back in here and cook it until it gets to, also, while I got it in that foil, I usually pour a beer, a soda pop, a water or something, a can of something in the foil so it will steam and keep it from drying out. Then I'm going to cook it to 200 degrees. As soon as it gets to 200 degrees, I will take it out and let it set until it cools, and then I can just pull it apart. Most of the time, I don't even need a knife. It'll be so tender.
Well, about 2 hours later, pretty much, we have this video.
Okay, now we've cooked this butt, and we're trying to get it to 160 degrees. I'm going to put the thermometer right down in the center of it and check its temperature. And 160 is about where we want it. And there it is right there. Now, we're going to take it off and put it in tin foil. And then wrap it up. Alright, there it is. We're going to wrap it up. And I like to use 2 layers. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to seal up one end of it real good. We're going to try to get this all sealed up to where it will hold the liquid that we're going to put in it. Let's get in the other end. Okay. I don't know if it's the secret to making this good or not, but it's good with me. Keystone Light. My favorite. Here we go. It goes right in the tinfoil bag. We're going to pour a beer in this thing and hope this pork butt likes it. Okay, then we're going to seal this up and try to make it where that beer won't come out of it, and then we're going to put it right back on the cooker. Alright, here we go. The beer's in there, pork butt is happy, and there she sits. Alright, we're going to set it back down here. Now we're going to heat it to 200 degrees. When it gets to 200 degrees, we're going to take it off and let it rest until it cools off enough to just shred it apart. Here we go.
About 2 hours later after you do the previous step.
Okay, as we have put this back on the grill in our tin foil with our beer in it, we're shooting for like a 200 degrees temperature. And here we're coming right up to it, right there. See the 200 degrees? That's where we want to be. Now we're going to take it off. We're going to take it off and put it in a pan and take it inside and let it rest until we can handle it, and then it will just shred apart, and we're going to call it pulled pork. Alright, now we've let this pork butt rest until we can take it apart without it burning, and look here, it's just falling apart. Whoa, look at this. Do you think it's tender? It just fell apart when I picked it up. Look at this. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna make pulled pork out of this. Okay, let's take and dump this into here, and we'll put that pulled pork into this pan. Alright, put it right here. Now then, here's how we do pulled pork. We take it still a little bit hot. Look at this. We take our forks and just pull it apart like that. If that's not tender, I don't know what is. Look at that. This is pulled pork, Texarkana, Texas style. We're gonna have barbecue sandwiches tonight, and probably tomorrow night, and maybe the night after that. I don't know if we can have too many barbecue sandwiches. Just take a bite of it. Look at that. Now, is that tender? Wow! That is good wood. This is really good. Then we pull this apart. We're going to put it into the juice that cooked out of it. See that, my friend? Wow. Pulled pork. I don't know why they call it pork butt, but it's good.
Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like the video, and come back to my next video that I do. Thank you.